kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Oliver. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The inside handoff. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Shoots it to the left. Working the middle. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Here's the handoff. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Bullock. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Line getting set on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked down at the 28-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Man, a great job on the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him, and a nice gain offensively here.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Return goes out of bounds.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's...
Breaks into the open. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off play action on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Bullock. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Weeks. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love the start for this quarterback. 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down. Got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good and got a lot of confidence.
They just keep firing. Quickly to the tight end. Across the 25, he's got room. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Second down.
Run in the red zone, it's McDowell. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll try the right side. Finds Zach Brees, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weeks. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Handoff from the gun. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Bullock. Snagged out of the air.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Some breathing room would be nice for this offense. 2nd and 2 from the 18. They'll run it from the gun. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's hooked. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Spits it out to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Murray. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. They go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Quick completion on the out. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. From the gun, running back on the move. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Running back searching for a hole. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
Ball is loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. On first down from the 13-yard line. Get set. Looking to throw on first down. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch and gets the score.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move, it's McDowell. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Now improvising. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bullock. Makes the catch, it's Murray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going with the counter play here. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the 2nd half.
Set to advance on the football.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
1st and 10.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Bullock. The throw to the outside is complete. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense, is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's loose. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's McDowell. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
At the
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Bullock. It's complete to the right. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted for the 11th time. He'll try to take it back. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Return goes out of bounds.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The carry going off right tackle here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
To the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle, it's Weeks. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off. And even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. To the air, it's Bullock. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. And here comes the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Out of the backfield, he's open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. tons of room to throw that one in there. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Weeks. Open space at the 25. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's a first down for the offense.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
42 Spiders.
Gonna look downfield again. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the second time today. This one from 34 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And, man, it's nice to be the play caller when you've got that dude at quarterback. No matter what you call, he can do this. He can make something out of nothing and get a big first down. What a play, especially in the fourth quarter for this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Bullock. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop them.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to and into the end zone for a touchdown. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 13. And the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He'll do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Man, so nice to have a QB. When you need him in the moments, can get those big 3rd down conversions with his legs. He does it here. He showed you the wheels some today, but a nice job late in this football game when you really need it.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
On the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Takes a handoff. It's hooked. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.